How you doing, everybody? It's Michel Marquis. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing all right. Beautiful sunny day. Gotta put the hat on. Protect the head. Well, it appears to me that since I've revealed what's happened to me concerning my medium experiences that I've had over the last 15 years, and as I explained, since the passing of my mother, I connected with her soul, and she connected with me, and as she exited her body, and as she moved into the spiritual world, she went through my arm, around my arm, through my shoulder, up here. I could feel her, and that transformed me. After that, I could feel many energies I could never feel before. I could connect in my heart and soul and mind, and in many ways have been demonstrated to me. I connected with my mother's soul. I was able to receive messages from her, and then I started receiving messages from other souls as well. So that's been given to me. It's a gift. I have to consider it the greatest gift my mother ever gave me, and I thank her for it. Although it's been arduous and certainly has required a lot of adjustments from my part over the last 15 years. I'm a man who's worked most of his life. I've achieved things by working hard, and studying hard. I'm just a regular person who worked hard and who achieved success in business, somewhat limited, good small businesses I've had, good small businesses. Then I went to university. I worked in social marketing. I helped in anti-tobacco campaigns. I managed professionals for years until I retired in 2012. And I've also had some health issues that plagued me over the last few years. And last year was particularly difficult for me, as I had an important health issues. I had systemic poisoning that occurred because of mold that was occurring and going through my ventilation system. It was in the corner, in the dark room, in the cold room, in the basement. So I had to get all that cleaned, all done. The company came over. I had to get out, and I was really sick. I was down 120 pounds. I was very sick then. And I was also fighting at the same time hepatitis C virus that was discovered in me in 2017. That I had hepatitis C virus. How I got it, I don't know. Probably through medical procedures that I had back in the 70s and 80s. Anyways, I'm not sure, but I had it, so I had to get rid of it. So last year, I was trying to get rid of it by myself, but it was affecting my liver. Although I don't drink alcohol, my liver had started getting very sick. I was at the fibrosis level 4, which is very before the cirrhosis and cancer of the liver. So they had to treat me on strong antiviral medications, which I took for 3 months until the end of December. And although the medications are strong, they're quite hard to take, because I had to stop other medications which I was taking for pain, because a few years back I had a disc hernias that took me completely out of my life and made it awful. Now, that's my health situation now. Last year, something occurred during all this. In December, every year, my mother's birthday is December 13th. Every year it was, and I still, of course, remember it every year. December 13th, 1923 is when my mother Rita was born. And so every year, of course, it's still her birthday, although she passed 15 years ago. And it seems to be that always something special happens on that day. And last year, on 2018, was no exception. It was massive. On that day, for some reason, the day before, I was on the my Twitter account. I just started going online last December. I got an iPhone. That's when I started my online journey, if you'd like, with you. So I started first on Twitter, doing mainly poetry and so on. And just the first day, earlier that day though, I was online, and I like John Lennon. I love John Lennon. I always loved John Lennon from the beginning when I was a child. I was a little boy in '65, and to me, John Lennon and his band, the Beatles, made my life much easier and happier than it was otherwise as a child. It was a difficult family situation. So John Lennon and his songs made me sing, made me happy. And thank him, and thank them, all four of them, John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Anyways, on December 12th, I believe, I'm going by memory here. I bought, early in the day I was online, so I bought Plastic Ono Band Toronto Live Peace, the album, which I had as a 13 or 12-year-old, I can't remember. But I bought again this year on a website that, that deals with the old records, right? And I bought the record, and then I went on Twitter maybe an hour later to see what was going on, and I had registered, sort of like, not registered. What's going s'abonner? I subscribed, I suppose, to my best band, right? So I had subscribed to Ringo Starr, to Paul McCartney. I'd subscribed to Bob Dylan. I'd subscribed to the artists that I know back then to see what's going on, because I didn't know about Twitter, so I thought maybe that's a way to start. And that day, those 2 hours later, whatever, when I went on, there was a tweet from Ringo Starr's account saying, "Today's Plastic Ono Band Day. Peace and love," as Ringo always says. So I reacted to that because I said, "Hey, great, man, I just bought Plastic Ono Band 2 hours ago, and I didn't even know it was Plastic Ono Band. I guess it was bound to be," you know what I mean? It just felt so special. And so that's how it happened. And later that day, I think Ringo's account said, "All right," to me or something. I have these exchanges on the Twitter account, and I put some of those on pictures of them on my Instagram account. Now, later that night, first thing I know, I'm having an exchange with Ringo Starr's account, and which was surreal to me. And but overnight as well, I received an email from Bob Dylan's account saying, "Hello." That's all he said. "Hello." I couldn't believe it, of course. Bob Dylan, to me, is like, what he wrote, what he did, is incredible. He made such a difference in my life. And then that started something going. I don't know what happened, but over the next few days, things were okay, but I was starting to feel some energies around me. And on December probably 15th or 16th, I had a first visit of a soul that came to me. And I was not in a mood. And I basically blew that soul back and said, "You're forgiven, you're free, why are you bothering me?" And that soul came to me in a way I'd never had before. And he told me I'm not free. I'm in a cage of love, and I'm not fucking free. And he needed help. That's where it started. That's it. Love you.